There's a fire, there's an earthquake, someone just fell down the stair. There's a person in your house at night, you know she's not there.
The baby drank some poison. Your grandpa took a fall. It's a bona fide emergency, so who you gonna call?
911, we've got an emergency. Someone call 911. Gotta act with urgency. Someone call 911. You've got to grab that phone and start to dial away. When you hear that voice, my friend, you know they're gonna say,
what's your name? What's your number? What's your address? Do you know? Can you describe what's going on? Say where the ambulance should go.
Can you stay calm? Can you act fast? You don't have time to wait a while.
There's a dangerous situation, so what number do you dial?
911, we've got an emergency. Someone call 911. Gotta act with urgency. Someone call 911. You've got to grab that phone and start to dial away. When you hear that voice, my friend, you know they're gonna say 911.
We've got an emergency. There's a fire at 213 Elm Drive.
Who am I speaking with, please?
This is Lucky Curl. My phone number is 555-1212.
Roger that, Lucky. The fire department is on its way. Your next-door neighbor just fell down. Heart attack. He's on the ground.
Your sister grabbed an electric plug, lies unconscious on the rug.
Robbery, shooting, fire, flood.
Car wreck victim losing blood.
Someone's hurt. Be alert. What do you do when disaster strikes? Keep it cool. You know the Danger Ranger rules.
Stay calm and run you all to that phone up on the wall. Then pick it up and call 911.
But not for fun. Don't abuse it, only choose it when you really need to use it. Grab that phone and dial 911.
Grab that phone and dial 911.
Dial 911.
You're riding on skates and you start to swerve. When you're racing your bike, do you like a dangerous curve? You like to ride your skateboard in front of automobiles? The golden rule is you gotta be cool when you're riding on wheels. Cause you're gonna go fast.
You're gonna go fast.
And you're gonna go far.
Gonna go far.
Ignore that stop sign.
Ignore that stop
You
sign.
get hit by a car.
Get hit by a car.
You wanna run that light?
No, no.
Someone's tire squeals. What I'm talking about is you gotta watch out when you're riding on wheels.
You're flying down the sidewalk on your rollerblades and skates. See that driveway, there's a car that's backing out. With all that rubber that you burn, did you signal for that turn?
And keep your bike inside the bike lane. Cause what's this all about? It's about your wheels.
About your wheels.
It's about you.
About you.
It's about inline skates and bikes and razors too.
Razors too.
It's about skateboards.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you're ready to roll,
You're ready to roll.
you gotta have eyes alert and you always gotta have control. Cause you can do it right.
Do it right.
Or you can do it wrong.
You could do it wrong.
Remember, fools ignore the rules, but they don't last long.
They don't last long.
You ride it smart,
Yeah, yeah.
but then you're gonna have fun. Don't follow the rules, they're gonna be colorful 911.
You keep your bike away from traffic. Don't go flying off the curb. And always ride on the right side of the street. Before you cross that intersection, look in each direction.
Stay inside that crosswalk, keep it safe. And I repeat, you gotta wear that helmet.
Gotta wear that helmet.
And don't go too fast.
Don't go too fast.
Obey that stop sign.
Watch the stop
Or
sign.
you wear a cap.
You're gonna wear a cap.
Make sure those drivers
Yeah.
know where you are.
Know where you are.
When you're riding on wheels, know how it feels to be a Danger Ranger star. Zabba-da-da-ba-zoo. You're riding on your skateboard, thinking what a great board. I don't need a helmet or pants. Then you hit a bump, your head has got a lump, and the pain you're feeling hurts really bad. You're biking down the street and ahead at 50 feet on the corner, there's a sign that says stop. You ignore the intersection, you don't look each direction, and suddenly you feel your bike drop. And that is when you know you are stuck. Cause you turn your head and see a big truck. And you know that you just ran out of luck. Obey the rules of the road. You're thinking I can ride my bike any way I like, You're speeding down a hill, you fall and take a spill. You feel the bump, hear the honk. Maybe You're riding on your razor, shooting like a laser, passing everybody inside. You're knocking people off the sidewalk, thinking it's a wide walk, swerving to the left and the right. You're laughing, looking back, and then you hit a crack, and suddenly you're out of control. You said you didn't care, now you're flying through the air. Hit the pavement, then you tumble and roll. You were speeding, you were having a ball. You didn't think it slipping, you'd fall. But when your bike crashes into that wall, you want the rules of the road. Obey the rules of the road. Give me the rules of the road. I love the rules of the road. I want the rules of the road.
Water everywhere to swim and bathe and drink. Oceans, ponds, and rivers, lakes, your bathtub and your sink.
Water's cool.
Let's jump in the pool.
Come on, everybody, get wet.
But don't horse around, cause you could drown. And that's why we never forget.
When you're swimming and a splashing,
everybody be water safe. Don't run on the side of the pool.
You don't swim the best, wear a good life vest.
That's the golden rule.
When you're out with lots of friends and you all go to the beach,
Don't go swimming way out far where no one else can reach.
And when those waves come crashing down,
Don't be near them rocks. And don't swim out far where the motorboats are.
and when that lifeguard talks, listen up.
He's saying,
Everybody be water safe. Swim with a buddy or two. And before you go, make sure you know
That someone's watching you.
everybody be water safe. Don't dunk.
don't push.
Don't shove.
Keep it fun for everyone. Cause safety is the thing that we love.
you're at the lake, you're about to take a great big flying leap.
Before you dive head first off a great big rock, make sure the water's deep.
Protect life and live.
Learn to swim.
And recall this song today. When you play in pools, you gotta know the rules. And if a problem starts, you say, all together now.
Everybody be water safe.
When you get in the pool,
You want mom, dad, son, and daughter safe. That's the golden rule.
May I please have your attention, because there's something I should mention, and it has to do with calling 911. When you report a fire, they assume you're not a liar, and that's why before the call is even done, they're sending firemen and trucks, and they're spending lots of bucks. But the most important thing that you should know is while they're busy helping you, someone else could need them too, but now they're tied up somewhere else and they can't go. So what's the deal? Make sure it's real. When you're calling 911, the situation should be dire. Because if they send the firemen and it turns out you're a liar, it just might be that somewhere else there really is a fire where there are people left high and dry. And that, my friend, is why never call a false alarm. You could really cause some harm. 911 is not for play. False alarms keep help away. False alarms are not okay. You see, when someone's having fun and they call up 911 to play a prank so they can laugh and say, ha ha, they're not only causing trouble sending people on the double, but to call a false alarm's against the law. The police will come and get you, and that really will upset you, so don't fool around with any silly prank. When you call up 911, don't be playing any jokes, because when you tie a fireman for nothing but a hoax, you've distracted them, and now they can't be there for other folks. So remember, keep it cool, and obey that cardinal rule. Never call a false alarm. You could really cause some harm. 911 is not for play. False alarms keep help away. False alarms are not okay.
listen. sound asleep, there's a beep on the wall. You hear the smoke alarm go off.
And you just woke, you see smoke in the hall. It's hard to breathe, you start to cough.
Moving down the hall, you see the flames now.
You wake your family up and start to shout.
There's a fire and the flames are getting higher.
On your feet, to the street, everybody out.
You saved the day, got away just in time, because you knew just what to do.
You're safe and sound with your family all around, thanks to that safety stuff you knew.
Like keep away and never play with matches.
Don't stick your hand into the fireplace or stove. Don't touch those candles in the hall.
Play with any flame at all.
It's true, don't you ever mess around with fire.
I'm telling you, kids. Just keep your cool, that's the rule in a fire. Don't wanna panic, keep your head.
Call 911, they'll be coming on the run. They'll stop the flames before they spread.
And if you see a dangerous situation, like cans of gasoline in your garage, electric wires that are bad,
Tell your mom, tell your dad.
show them what you found.
Keep your family safe and sound.
And don't you ever mess around with when you're coming down that slide, keep your arms and legs inside
Make sure that you don't collide
with somebody else.
When you climb on top of things,
like monkey bars and metal rings.
and jungle gyms and ropes and swings, hang on.
Don't fall down when you're flying round and round.
Don't step off that merry-go-round.
Let it stop.
Then step on down, you see.
And in the parks and schools, those playground rules
Are made for you and me. So we're safe to play, cause that's the way to be.
When you play hide and seek,
before you sneak too far.
make sure an adult there
Knows just where you are.
Avoid the street where there might be a car.
And share that slide and swing your love with the other kids.
Don't push and shove.
could be glass inside that box. So don't take off your shoes and socks.
Don't throw sand or sticks or rocks at anyone else.
Don't stand up on that slide or swing.
One false move and a
Bada bing!
your arm is in a cast or sling. You're down, 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 down.
When on the playground at the park,
Never stay out after dark.
Know the time to disembark for home.
'cause playground rules
A helpful tool.
for safety, yes sirree.
So swing and slide and climb and play.
Just make sure that you obey.
Playground rules you learned today from me. Stay safe to play, cause that's the way to be. Safety rules.
Keep yourself safe, keep it safe, safe, keep yourself safe.
Keep yourself safe.
Keep yourself safe, keep it safe, safe, keep yourself safe.
Keep yourself safe.
When you go to play with friends on the playground, everybody having a ball. Careful when you climb, you got to take your time. You never want to slip and then fall.
You could land in the dirt on your head and get hurt because you're standing on the top of the slide.
When you're playing on the swings, the monkey bars and rings, on the jungle gym and all of the rides, you got to
Know that it's a must that you gotta just keep yourself safe.
I'm gonna do it.
what you about to do. Have you thought it through? Will it be safe?
I'm being careful. Remember, every risk, every chance you take is really nothing more than a choice you make. When you go to play, know the way to keep yourself safe.
You're climbing up to play, there's someone in your way. Everybody's waiting in line.
Everybody learns it's better taking turns. Everybody saying nobody won.
When you go to run, you laugh, you're having fun, and you never need to push or to shove.
Everybody play, everybody stay safe, cause you know that we love when there's danger fire in your way and you say, can I keep myself safe?
I can keep myself safe.
You're way up off the ground looking down. Am I gonna be safe?
I'm sure gonna be.
No matter what you do, still keep it alert. You're thinking to yourself, am I gonna get hurt? No way, cause you say when I play, gotta keep myself safe.
Anytime that I climb you, I'm gonna keep myself safe. We decide, see, how we're gonna be safe.
Never gonna fall and land in the heat. I'm always gonna look before I go leap. No matter what, I'm always gonna keep myself safe.
You brush your teeth and then you look to the side. The cabinet full of medicine is opened up wide.
And there are lots of little bottles inside. And they're loaded with pills.
They look a lot like candy and they're colorful too.
They're orange, red, and yellow, green, and purple, and blue.
And if the situation ever happens to you,
Don't touch them pills.
A pill is medicine, see?
and you can take it from me.
It isn't candy and it isn't a treat.
It could make you a mess.
So be certain, don't guess. If you don't know what it is,
It's a thing you don't eat. If you ever come across a little pill on the floor,
Or on the dresser.
Or the counter.
or the back of a drawer.
or maybe on the bottom of a pocket or purse,
Don't put it in your mouth, because it could hurt you or worse.
Unless you get it from your mom or dad or doctor or nurse.
don't touch them pills. There's other medicine too.
The kind you drink or you chew.
It comes in cherry, berry, orange, and grape. It's in the medicine cabinet.
But don't you go grabbing it.
Cause if it's in there,
You better beware. There are different kinds of medicine can make you feel bad.
So never take it on your own. You ask your mom or your dad.
cause all the medicine your parents have got.
Might look good to eat,
But they are definitely not.
And so, my friend, remember what you've been taught. Don't touch them pills. Oh no!
even if the bottle all spills.
Keeping safe is one of your skills.
Oh yeah! Don't
Don't
touch none of them pills.
Stay out of that medicine cabinet.
It all comes down to using common sense.
When danger strikes, your brain's your best defense.
Is it wise to play with fire?
Or touch an electric wire.
It all comes down to using common sense.
When you ride your bike full speed ahead,
Do you wear a helmet on your head?
Before you scream downhill berserk.
did you check your brakes will work? Safety's nothing more than common sense.
When you see that kitchen stove is hot, 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 hot,
And right on top's a great big boiling pot.
hot, hot.
Should you stand underneath that scalding pot?
Or grab the handle, better not.
You got to choose to use your common sense.
You're at the swimming pool, you chase a ball, you run too fast, you slip and fall. Down you go, you smack your head. Remember now what we say. It all comes down to using common sense. It all comes down to something they call intelligence.
Don't touch or play with any gun.
A stranger grabs you, turn and run.
Someone's hurt, call 911.
Gotta use common sense. When there's a fire and you can't see the door, get down underneath the smoke and crawl across the floor.
Before you open any doors up wide, you better make sure you feel the side.
And if it's hot, then open it.
Not
Use common sense.
There are smoke detectors.
Like reflectors.
shin guards, knee pads, eye protectors.
Catcher's mask and safety net.
Like the seatbelts you can bet. It all comes down to using common sense.
It all comes down to using common sense. Yes, it all comes down to using.
Don't be out there snoozing.
It all comes down to using common sense.
Stay alert. You won't get hurt.
Everybody loves to hear the music. Some play it loud so everyone can hear.
Well, everyone says get me near the music so you can feel the rhythm pounding in your ear.
But if they turn that volume up so that it's blasting,
and you feel the sound is pounding in your ear.
If it's deafening to your brain, it could end up causing pain.
So remember what the Danger Ranger said. Hey, 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 ho, ho, ho.
If it's too loud, then you say no.
Hey, 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 ho, ho, ho.
Play it safe because you know
You want your ears to last for 80 years.
you want the sound to always be around.
Be aware, you only get one pair.
Girls and boys, watch the noise. Don't you wind up deaf, protect your ears.
Don't stand in car alarms, machinery, or loud sirens.
Or a stereo that's blasting piercing sound.
You might think it's cool right now, but if it makes your ears go ow, grab that knob and turn the volume down. And we say hey, 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 ho, ho, ho.
If it's too loud, then you say no.
Hey, hey, hey,
No, no, no. If it's too loud, they got to go.
ho, ho, ho. Hey, hey, hey,
Too much volume, walk away.
hey, 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 ho, ho, ho.
Play it safe because you know
You want your ears to last 100 years.
You want that sound to always be around.
you want to hear loud and clear.
Girls and boys, watch the noise. Don't neglect, you all protect your ears.
I like to rock out and scream with the crowd. I love the music and I want to hear it loud. I like the feeling of all of that sound. But when it starts to damage my ears, I just turn it down.
I love my hearing, I know you can tell. I want to hear things clear as a bell. 'Cause it's my ear, so I know what to do. If you want your hearing to last, it's all up to you.
It's my decision, 'cause I make the call. I've got 2 eardrums, don't want them hurt at all. I need my hearing to last through the years. And that's why I protect them, yeah, I take care of my ears.
Ears, now what do you do?
You're never gonna hear when I talk to you.
Never gonna know what the people say.
I'm never gonna hear no music. Ears are good. Hearing's cool.
If something's loud, don't be a fool.
Check it out. Use earplugs, see? Keeping safe is up to me.
I love my hearing, I know you can tell. I want my ears to work really well.
I make the choice of how it will be. If I want my hearing to last, it's all up to me.
It's all up to me. It's all up to me.
It's all up to me.
You're walking down the sidewalk and right there before your feet. You're standing on the curb and now you want to cross the street.
But wait a sec, just turn your neck. There's traffic passing by.
You can't cross here, the coast ain't clear, and that's the reason why you've got to.
Use that crosswalk when you step into the street. Use that crosswalk and be thinking on your feet. Keep inside that lane and stay with Mom and Pop.
And be watching while you're crossing that the cars are gonna stop.
You're waiting at the corner for the light to turn to green. You step into the intersection. Check. Have you been seen?
That's why it pays to look both ways before you start to go.
You're on the job, you got no problem, that's because you know you've got to.
Use that crosswalk and be sure to read the signs.
All you've got to do is stay between the lines.
Watch out for traffic when you're crossing at the light.
A car could signal left, but then end up turning right.
You don't like being careless, and that's why you never dart out into the traffic, 'cause you know that isn't smart.
You don't like taking chances, and that makes you really cool.
Because when you want to cross the street, there's one important rule.
Use the crosswalk, hey, it isn't hard to do. Wear bright clothing.
And make sure you stay in view.
Why'd the chicken cross the road? To reach the other side.
But he didn't use the crosswalk, and that chicken almost died.
Use that crosswalk, looking left and looking right. Just push that little button and be patient for the light.
A kid who'll use the crosswalk is a winner, and that's you. So
Stay between those lines when you cross that avenue.
You're walking and talking, and you're looking around and gawking, and suddenly you're crossing the street.
You're watching all the signs and you're staying in the lines where the drivers and pedestrians meet.
But you know it's not enough to be alert and beware of cars, trucks, buses, and the vehicles there.
You gotta make sure everybody's aware and everyone's looking at you.
You've got to
Make sure they see you when you're walking down the street. Make sure they see you from 150 feet. Make sure they see you and they know what you're going to do.
Cause when that car knows where you are, my friend, that's good for you.
You're living in the burbs, gonna run between the curbs, but the bushes there are blocking the view.
You see your driver out there, but you better take care, cause the driver might not see you.
You're blocked by trees and hedges that grow, and parked cars all lined up in a row.
You're standing right there and you're ready to go. So tell me, what do?
You've got to
Make sure they see you and they all know where you are. Let them ID you so they can slow their car. It's good to be you as you're walking down the street.
when the light turns green, make sure you're seen.
And that's why we repeat, you've got to
Make sure they see you, it's the only way to go. You're about to cross the street, and now the drivers know. That's right, yeah! Now they can see you, and just because of that, we guarantee you that you'll be safe when they know where you're at.
look both ways.
When you go down caves exploring, where it's dark and cold and deep, are there signs that you're ignoring? Better look before you leap.
Are you sure we should be doing this? I don't know. It looks pretty dark down there. But yeah, I guess.
Do you know what's down inside there? A careless step is all it takes to slip and fall or have to crawl through rats and bats and bugs and snakes.
Oh ho, hey, do you obey those signs that say, beware steep drop, danger stop?
When you go down caves exploring through all that earth and rock and stone, you could stray and lose your way. And now you're stuck there all alone.
Maybe this was a bad idea. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's go back. Yeah, okay.
Caves can fool you when you're down there. You might find out that it's awfully deep.
You try to climb, the walls have slime, and you're slipping and sliding because it's way too steep.
So don't go in, stay out, and you win, cause a cave can cave in.
And seal the route. You can't climb out.
When you go down caves exploring to a world that's strange, unknown, stop and glance. You're taking a chance when you're walking on the top of loose rock and stone.
Do you see those timbers rotting? Rocks are loose above your head.
Note those telltale signs you're spotting.
And turn about.
And just back right out. Say, see you around.
I'm not going down that cave.
Hey kids, we want you to stay.
Cause we got something important to tell you today.
So gather round and listen to what we're gonna say.
Let's have a conversation.
Here's the situation.
You wake up in your bedroom on a Saturday morn and you can see that it's a beautiful day. You hear somebody roar, it's your friends at the door, and they are shouting, can you come out and play?
We're gonna play a sport, hit the basketball court, or there's a soccer field or park on the way.
Yeah, there's places to go, but it's important to know there's also places that you never should play. Backyards are for kicking that ball, but you never want to play in the street. A bad spot is the junkyard lot.
'Cause hidden in the grass,
There's nails and broken glass.
A boarded up house or a building condemned where the wood inside has rot and decay. You go inside to explore and you could fall through the floor. That's why it's where you never should play.
When you're in the house with friends playing hide and go seek, there are places that you don't want to hide.
like in the dryer, we mean,
Or in a washing machine.
where the door could shut and lock you inside.
Baseball fields are for playing for fun, and you can always run or skate in the park. But the places to fear and to never go near,
Are spots where people fell.
like an old abandoned well.
Or the trunk inside your basement that can lock from inside. Or that cubby hole that's under the stair.
Let your brain be your guide if it could trap you inside.
Then that intelligence you're showing will tell you not to go in to places that are dangerous to play.
Shoo-ba-doo, shoo-ba-doo-bop.
Poison. It's not the thing to mess around with, and you know that 'cause you're smart.
Poison. Those household chemicals your mother puts inside the grocery cart. Poison. They're still in correspondence on those bottles that you find beneath the sink. Like what you use to clean the draining, 'cause you've got a great big brain. You know that kind of stuff is not to eat or drink.
Like detergents, disinfectants, boric acid, liquid bleach.
And the spray you use to get your oven clean.
Or noxious shampoo for your rugs. There's insecticide for bugs, cleansers, lighter fluid, paint, and gasoline.
There's epoxy and there's glue and also polish for your shoe. And then that stuff that keeps your bathroom toilet clean.
There's that gunk to rub off tarnish, and there's primer stain and varnish cans of lye and powdered dye and kerosene.
Poison. You're way too clever that you'd ever touch those cans inside this shed.
Poison. 'Cause you know how to read that warning with those letters marked in red.
Poison.
It comes in bottles, boxes, cans, and if you find them in a stack.
They are chemicals to dodge. They're on the shelf in your garage and in the laundry room and storage bin out back.
Things like antifreeze, ammonia, oil, spot remover, starch, toxic aerosols, and charcoal or chlorine.
There's that stuff to wax the floor.
And to grease the kitchen door.
And that gunk to keep that carburetor clean.
There's that spray you use to dust and all that stuff to clean off rust.
And there's arsenic and liquid iodine.
There's adhesives and congealants.
Astringents, rubber sealants.
Cans of sterno and propane and turpentine.
And you are cool 'cause you're the kind who is smart. You use your mind in any chemicals you find.
You leave alone.
See that box of detergent under the sink?
Don't touch that!
That ammonia bottle that looks like something to drink.
Don't touch that!
All them chemicals you can reach, like laundry soap and chlorine bleach.
If it's poison and could hurt you, what do you do?
Don't touch that!
If you drink some lye, you die, so what do?
Don't touch that!
What about acid, arsenic, oil, or glue?
Don't touch that!
Stuff you swallow or chew or lick that make your stomach get really sick.
And put you in the hospital, what do you do?
Don't touch that!
You can touch your playthings and stuff inside your room, like books and toys for girls and boys, when it's something you consume.
You can eat those milk and cookies, that veggie fruit or nut.
Burgers, fries, apple pies, cake and candy pots.
When it comes to stuff you find in your garage.
Don't touch that!
A can of paint with a lid you might dislodge.
Don't touch that!
Really stuff inside a jar that's used to grease and lube the car.
You find it, never mind it, what do you do?
Don't touch that!
When Socrates drank hemlock, what did he learn?
Don't touch that!
What did he say when that poison started to burn?
I shouldn't have drank that!
When Romeo took that poison seed and Juliet woke and said,
Oh gee, Romeo, wherefore art thou? What did you do?
I shouldn't have took that!
You can eat that ice cream. You can drink that glass of juice.
Have salad greens, pork and beans, and a great big chocolate mousse.
But those cleansers under the sink are none of your biz.
Don't touch that!
Or a bottle of stuff and you don't know what it is.
Don't touch that!
Turpentine and antifreeze.
You just say no thank you please, I'm staying out of danger.
The heads up danger ranger.
someone tries to grab my channel changer, I'll tell him, hey, don't touch that.
Dogs are great.
Dogs are fun. There's things to know when you get around one.
Not all dogs you meet will be gentle and nice.
If there's a dog you don't know, give him some space.
Don't want to shove your hand in his face.
Whenever you reach for a dog, you gotta think twice.
Never startle a dog or make him feel.
Like poking his eyes or pulling his ear.
Don't yank on his tail or shout at him and suddenly leave.
Don't be hitting him, kicking him, poking him, jabbing him, sneaking up behind him and suddenly grabbing him.
Especially when he's eating or lying on the carpet asleep.
You never want to tease him or do stuff that would not please him, like to hug him or to squeeze him way too hard. And if you only just now met him, don't reach out and try to pet him. Ask his owner, will she let him?
And be safe and on your guard. If you come across a dangerous pup
Who bares his teeth and comes running on up.
snorting like he's gonna attack, and you think that he may,
Keep cool and calm as you can be.
Stand your ground and act like a tree.
hold that pose until he goes away.
A dog can fast outrace you, so just turn and let him face you. Don't run or he will chase you and might bite. He can tell when you're scared stiff, so relax and let him sniff.
And once he gets a whiff, he'll walk away and you're alright.
But if you're tackled by a dog, just stay calm and act like a log.
Lie there still and wait until he's gone.
Be kind to dogs, don't yell or hit.
If you understand them, you won't get bit.
And when you skateboard, bike, or hike, or jog, if some strange pup comes up to you, what's the proper thing to do? Never, no, not ever, snuggle a dog.
That's Matt's best friend.
Love sponge. You know your dog is just a love sponge. All you've got to do is love him a lot. And baby, you've got a best friend who's always there cause he's a love sponge. Love sponge, yeah. Everybody needs a love sponge. Love sponge, yeah. He's gonna soak up all the love you can give. That doggy will live just for you.
He'll be a friend to you, and he'll depend on you.
Take him out to run and to play.
Oh, oh, oh.
Show him how to sit and to stay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Exercise your dog every day and give him laughter and smiles.
Got to give him lots of hugs.
Because your dog is just a love sponge.
Love sponge, yeah.
He was born to be a love sponge.
Love sponge, yeah.
So fill his water dish and keep him well fed. He's scratching his head. And remember what we say, when you make your dog obey, it means you love him.
Love that dog.
It's up to you to take care of him.
Train your dog.
Make sure you teach him so your dog understands all your commands to keep him safe.
Heel, calm, sit, good dog.
Yeah.
When you're strolling down the neighborhood block,
Oh, oh, oh.
keep him on a leash for his walk.
Oh, oh.
And be gentle and be kind when you talk. Never yell or be mean.
Never yell or be mean.
To any dog, cause they're a love sponge.
Love sponge, yeah.
I wanna get myself a love sponge.
Love sponge, yeah.
Then I'll be happy cause I know that he'll be loyal to me. And all I've gotta do is just be good to him, see? Cause he's a love sponge.
Love sponge, yeah.
Who gives his lovin' to me.
I want a love sponge, yeah.
He wants some lovin', you see.
I want a love sponge, yeah.
He gives his lovin' to me.
I want a love sponge, yeah.
Everybody loves a love sponge.
How do you keep an accident from happening? How do you stop the things you can't control?
A car can lose its brakes.
And people make mistakes.
And storms and floods and quakes come out of the blue.
What do you do?
How do you keep a hurricane from blowing?
You can't.
There's things you can't avoid, but don't be scared.
Sometimes you can't prevent an unfortunate event.
So what do?
You be prepared.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
And be thinking just in case.
Be prepared.
Yes, you dared to have another plan in place.
Be prepared.
Cause when there's a chance that someone could get hurt, though you're careful and you've checked.
There's things you don't expect.
Like walking with your friends, you go out hiking. How would you know the rocks above are loose?
You got no crystal ball.
To see those rocks would fall, but did you bring a phone to call if you need help?
Be prepared.
Your car is on the road, you flat a tire.
Uh-oh.
But think of all the trouble you'll be spared.
When you learn that because of Dad, you're not sunk.
The spare is in the trunk.
Say thank you, Dad.
For being prepared.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Yes, in all the things you do, playing sports, know the rules, wear the right equipment too.
In the crosswalk, you're right, but a car could run the light.
That is why, without a doubt,
What life is all about is be prepared.
Be prepared.
If you want to be the best,
Be prepared when you go to take your math and English test.
Have you memorized your address and the place where you belong?
When you go outside, remember, take your common sense along.
and always bear in mind if something ends up going wrong.
Don't panic, keep your cool, and don't be scared. Instead, think ahead. Be prepared.
When you're in danger or when big disasters hit,
A firequake, there's a rattlesnake on the trail and you just got bit.
some folks panic, they all go manic and lose control.
It's true. The frightened, but
do you know what
the best thing is to do? Stay calm, breathe in, step back. You're trying to control the situation, Jack. Think hard and stay on track. Check it out for what you can see. Keep calm now, look about. How to get to safety, got to figure it out. Danger lurks and you're scared, no doubt. You ask yourself, what do I do? Stay calm, listen, think, focus, breathe, stay in sync. When there's a crisis and you don't know what to do.
A friend falls down, there's a choking sound, and his face is turning blue.
But you won't start to fall apart or panic, no siree. You got to go because you know there's just one way to be. Keep calm, be sure you take a moment to assess the situation, Jake. Figure out what's going on and then you can make decisions as to what you should do. There's something stuck, you note. Reach in and take the piece of candy out of his throat. That's why they say, and I quote, when you're facing danger, what do you do?
Stay calm.
Look, listen, think, stay calm. Focus, stay in sync, stay calm. Take the time to think, stay calm. When you're cannonballing into the pool, splashing everyone and thinking that's cool.
Keep in mind about the #1 rule.
You gotta think of everyone else. Oh, oh, when you dive with your arms and legs spread. Oh, oh,
Do you land on top of somebody's head?
you hear ow, and then now they're in a hospital bed. You gotta think of everyone else.
Folks are swimming while you're running your chase.
Then you dive in close, invading their space.
Everybody gets a wave in the face.
You didn't think of anyone else. Oh, 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 oh.
It's good to be polite.
Oh, 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 oh.
'Cause hurting others ain't right.
Dude, it's rude
To give others a fright, you gotta think of everyone else. And in that crowded pool, there are lots of kids that you meet. When you swim and race, don't you smack a face with your arms and your kicking feet.
Cannonballing is exciting, it's true.
So is jumping off the diving board too. But keep in mind it isn't all about you. You gotta think of everyone else. So come along, everybody, let's go in the pool with our friends and say,
Look out below.
We can jump, we can dive just as long as we know. We gotta think of everyone else.
and we'll all be okay when we come to the day when life is great and
lots of fun and nice and safe, 'cause everyone always thinks of everyone else.
You can use lots of things like water wings and stuff that helps you float. Wear a buoyant vest around your chest or stay inside the boat. Hold on to watercraft, a rubber raft, or life preserver too.
But when you're going in the water, what's the best thing you can do?
Learn to swim.
Learn to swim!
'Cause if that inner tube should slip, or if you ever lose your grip, then you're okay.
Learn to swim.
Learn to swim!
'Cause if you fall into a pool, you can say now, hey, it's cool, and swim away. You can stay my friend in the shallow end and keep your mom in reach. You can hold her hand and play in sand and stay up on the beach.
You can grab the ledge and hold the edge of the pool and don't let go.
But if you want to play in water, then the best thing you can know
Is how to swim.
How to swim!
It's so easy, you can do it. And you'll tell yourself, I knew it, that's so cool. Learn to swim.
Learn to swim!
And you'll feel just like a giant. Because now you're self-reliant in the pool. When you can swim about and do without a life vest, that's the key. Have a lifeguard there who's taking care to watch both you and me. You can dunk your face or safely race and really get to play. 'Cause when they ask you where's your water wings, you can proudly say, I can swim!
I can swim!
And keep my arms and legs in motion and go splashing in the ocean.
That's the goal.
I can swim!
You can swim!
And I can get myself to safety. 'Cause now that I can swim, I'm in control.
So be like her.
And be like him.
You can do it, nothing to it, learn to swim.
You want protection on your bike, you found a helmet that you like.
And you went out and bought the best one that they make.
It's the coolest one they sell.
with a real hard outer shell.
You could smack it on the asphalt, it won't break.
It doesn't chip, it won't smash, it protects you in a crash.
And it's painted up in silver, gold, and red. But remember, when you fall, a helmet does no good at all.
Unless, my friend, you wear it on your head.
Gotta wear that helmet, wear it right. Make sure those straps are good and tight. Don't just be hopping on your bike and zoom, you're gone. 'Cause so protection's really great for when you bike and when you skate.
A helmet only works when you've got it on.
Folks on scooters, bikes, and sleds all wear helmets on their heads.
So do football players, race car drivers too.
Professional athletes play in hockey.
Each horseback riding jockey.
They all wear helmets.
And so should you.
Protect your head when you ride, 'cause it's got your brain inside.
And your cranium's not titanium or concrete.
When you go flying through the air, it's the safety stuff you wear.
That comes between your body and the street.
Obey your moms, obey your dads. Gotta use those helmets and those pads. Strap those elbows, wrists, and shin guards to yourself. You can buy all that safety stuff, but it's never gonna be enough.
If you go to ride and you leave it all on the shelf.
And it's no substitute at all for riding safe so you don't fall.
So wear that helmet.
Well done.
Don't crash.
That's more fun.
Always wear that helmet on your head.
You gotta ride smart. That's the best way to start. When you go in the street, all the traffic you meet, you gotta ride smart.
You gotta take care. Be alert and aware. When you're zooming about and a car's backing out, you gotta beware.
I know you're keeping it safe, and you're doing your part. When you bike or you skate, yeah, a helmet is great. Still, you gotta ride smart.
You gotta have fun. You get to laugh and to shout. You're riding fast and go far. You're approaching a car. You better watch
pay attention.
Cause you gotta ride smart.
You don't bolt, you don't dart.
You look at the signs.
You're crossing the lines.
You take safety to heart.
But are you keeping that horse out in front of that cart? Cause for avoiding the worst, wear a helmet. But first, you gotta ride smart.
You gotta think twice when approaching a light.
Before you burn in it, tread your turn and your head to the left and the right. If it's a dangerous route, then you gotta watch out.
And I'm thinking it's time you start to learn to ride safe. Wearing that gear.
Keep an eye on them cars, don't be getting too near.
But above all that, you listen up here.
You gotta ride smart.
You gotta ride smart.
You gotta ride smart.